told my cousin you better run. Oh, when the Saints go marching in. Oh, when the Saints go marching in. Son of a gun.
Still a bit warm here in Florida, but really all things considered, a wonderful fall afternoon for football here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. First quarter of the season already in the rear-view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage here by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
Get set, get set. Buddy T, what's up? Start.
They'll start on the ground with Irvin. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That's a start they can live with. 15 yards on their first play from scrimmage. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10.
Outside. Buddy T, watch out! Here we go, boys. Go ahead, go ahead, go ahead. Up. Stop.
Once again, it's Irvin. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The Buccaneers had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Now inside the 25. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, on the opening drive, he was looking for a big chunk play. Unfortunately, that time, the secondary was ready for it. Charles picked it off. Not only that, they take it the other way for points.
Homework, preparation, research, it all comes back to that, BJ. Scouting your opponent, not just the players, but the coaches too, and seeing what they call to begin a game, find out their tendencies. They recognize the early deep ball was part of their opposing game plan, and they weren't caught off guard when it showed up.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Now that should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to the 43.
Well, he gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Get set. Up.
Straight ahead, it's Irvin. Dances by him. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first.
That's another Buccaneers
Outside.
first down.
First
and 10.
Purdy now to throw. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
At the 23-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Irvin. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 48 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Yellow.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. Over the middle, it's complete. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd goal.
Gain of 7 brings up 2nd and goal at the 1-yard line.
Get set.
Purdy on the sneak. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. And he'll get it. He's over for the touchdown. Brock Purdy, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. The extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7.
The game at 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Looking to put a drive together. On the ground, this is Amari and Hampton. Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6.
Randall, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 3. Now it's Jackson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give them 18 there, and the Saints have a first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
On first down, hits Hampton. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. But you look at this defense, currently number 1 in the NFL against the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to it. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36. Well, this defense for the Buccaneers, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
There's a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
He'll try to pick it up himself. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 20-yard line.
That is definitely what we call our defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down. Well, you know, paramount for this defense is trying to keep Lamar Jackson somewhat contained when he tries to run. They did a pretty good job of it there.
And you know it's so difficult for every defense that has to prepare for Lamar Jackson? You have to think and play at the same time. And I know that sounds like something you're supposed to do, but when you have to think about your assignments against him.
Picked off by Reed Blankenship. And the Bucs are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points are given away? It could cost them a ball game.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 62 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
Watch out!
They'll stay on the ground with Irving. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. These two teams all tied after one.
On the pickup. 2nd and 6 at their 49-yard line.
Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up.
Yellow. Outside. Yellow. Yellow.
Purdy looking to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 34-yard line.
That's good for a first down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
A run up the middle with Irving. Down to about the 32.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
A shotgun handoff here to Irving. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the 2nd down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going.
Get set. Get set. Yellow. Yellow.
Purdy from the gun on 3rd down. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. 15 yards down to the 15 and a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Outside.
Here's a handoff to Irving. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Get set. Get set. Stop.
On the handoff, this is Irving. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Outside. Yellow. 18. Watch out.
Back to throw, Purdy. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. In a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they'd better take advantage of it, because otherwise, if they end up losing by one score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
At the 31-yard line.
Real quick.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
Oh, I like that play call there. After a run for good yards, you get a defense thinking they'll go back to the well. So that's a great time to call play action and give your receivers a little extra edge. And they complete the pass there for another first down.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
Give here to Hampton. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. But the converse is, though, you've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now it's Jackson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
To throw is Jackson. That is caught. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A field goal helps, but a touchdown gets you the lead. That had to be the message transmitted in the huddle. And they delivered there as that throw is going to keep the drive alive. And even better than that, set them up with a 1st and goal.
Jackson now. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Hampton fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They're not going to kick it. A chip shot, but they're going for it down 3 on 4th down. Here's Jackson to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Garrett Wilson there to make the grab. And the Saints take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. An extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10.
Buccaneers 10.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
Partner, when I was in college, we used to have these things called game maxims that we did before every game. One of them said, press the kicking game. For here's where the breaks are made, is the area of hidden yardage. How about that return? Flipping the field, taking it past the 50, and getting things set up to start the series.
Yellow. Outside. Yellow. 18.
Purdy. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. 2nd and 10.
Get set. Yellow. 18.
Now Purdy. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards. A 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd.
Yellow. Outside. Yellow. 18. Yellow.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room. From the gun, Jackson. That's to Bash over the middle. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go play action with Jackson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
Now a 2nd and 10. Jackson will throw again. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there as the first half is winding down. And the Saints will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
They'll work inside here. Hampton. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Play action. Now Jackson. On the RP. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Trey Hendrickson showing off his pass rush repertoire that time.
It's second down.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go.
180. It's up.
Jackson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Throwing is Jackson. He's got a man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36.
They'll toss right side to Hampton.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Jackson from the shotgun.
He's got his running back out of the backfield.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Omari and Hampton.
32 yards.
And the Saints are able to add on to that lead. Bass on for the extra point.
And the lead is up to 18 now.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. You just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Get set, get set. Now again, Irving running right.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. But I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Here's Purdy. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They run out of the gun with Irving.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
The 2nd and 10 now as we roll along in the 3rd quarter from Tampa.
47-yard line.
Throwing here, Purdy. This one caught. It's the tight end, Hockenson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Buccaneers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Play action. Now Purdy.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Get set, get set. Yellow. Watch out. Purdy now to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
2nd down and 10.
Outside. Watch out.
They'll run. This is Irving. Looking for a crease. Can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one. No gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
The toss here completed to Pittman. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to bring up a fourth down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on third down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Outside, yellow. 118! 118!
On fourth down, here's Purdy. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Buccaneers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. So a very important first drive of the third quarter, Charles, and safe to say, a much-needed touchdown.
Which leads to the question, where was this in the first half? Because if they'd had a few more drives like that, they wouldn't be in this situation. But that is the kind of drive that sends a message to the other side. We're going to be here, and we're going to battle you to the end.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I really like what he did there because he took his practice work and converted it to game action because he used his hands, got off the block, worked laterally and stayed to the outside, and finished off the runner for a loss.
Jackson. He'll dump this off to Hampton, complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. He's having a big game through the air, and sometimes those smart decisions just dump it off. That's how you continue to have big games through the air.
I agree totally. That's a great analogy, a great way to put it, because he doesn't get too greedy where everything has to be pushed downfield, trying to create big plays that aren't there. You dump it off and take that nice gain, and things add up, and now you have the kind of game he's having.
From the gun on third down, Jackson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Out of the gun, they'll run with Hampton. And he'll make it only to the 43, a gain of 2.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now Jackson. Over the middle and complete to Wilson. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And the Saints first down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
From the gun, it's Jackson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Up the middle, it's Hampton. And only able to get two here. Stopped at the 30.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rush will just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Again, it's Hampton. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Now it's Jackson. He'll try to pick it up himself. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he is going to have a Saints first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Lamar Jackson, an 18-yard touchdown run. And the Saints are closing in on a 4-1 start as they extend their fourth quarter lead. The extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
21. Get set.
A run with Irvin. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
Dallas Turner on the tackle. A gain of a yard.
Purdy looking to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Once again, it's Irvin. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Purdy from the gun on third down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
Yellow. Yellow. Yellow.
Purdy, big fourth down play. That's to his running back, complete. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the drive stays alive after the fourth down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Purdy. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
Buccaneers, first down. 1st and goal at the 7.
Straight ahead, it's Irvin. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Irvin will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
Outside. Yellow. Right around outside. Yellow. Yellow. Out.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. And it's caught. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal.
I don't care what the analytics say. Look at where they are on the field. To me, that just screams go for it here. I don't even think about putting a kicker out there. What say you?
I support whatever they do. Let's find out.
Look at you, man of the people.
Yellow. 18. Watch out. Yellow. Stop.
Purdy on 4th down. They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Marquise Bell. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So they go for it on 4th and goal, hoping to get 6, and it's 6 the other way.
If hindsight is 20/20, they would have gone ahead and kicked the field goal, but by being aggressive, it actually cost them. Give up 6 points going the other way.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
He should get out of my way. Don't tell me what I should do. I'ma do what I want anyway. Don't really care what you think. You should get out of my way. Get your talking face.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both